Welcome, viewers of the channel. It's Phil Beckwith, the professional painter and decorator, or should I say today, car detailer. I'm far from a car detailer, but today a bit of a different one for you, because you know what I'm like with technologies and something different. I've got playlists, something a bit different. My friend has felt a bit sorry for me. She goes, Phil, your YouTube channel, you're never going to see this Porsche. Half empty, full, not bothered. She says, you're never going to see this Porsche, but she says, how would you like to drive a Tesla? I says, what do you mean Tesla? She goes, well, you can drive my Tesla if you'll wash it. I says, what do you mean wash it? She says, I want you to properly clean it, looking at selling it. She says, so while you've got the opportunity to get in a quality car, and we'll call it a quality car, because these Teslas, it's a Model 3, they aren't cheap, are they? What are they? Correct me if I'm wrong, are they 15, 20 grand? I don't think they are they? Are they about double that? It could be nearly 50 grand. She goes, you're never going to sit in a 50 grand Porsche, so you might as well sit in a 50 grand Tesla. So I know her quite well, so I won't be offended at that one. Anyway, I've taken up the offer. I'm going to clean it. I'm going to clean it because she's looking at selling it, so I'm quite happy to do that for her and have a little bit of a buzz around the block, and that's probably all it'll be if I can understand how to work it. I managed to get in it. I can't get out of it because I can't find where the handle is to get out the car. I'm not joking. I've got to press everything. I don't know where the handle is, but I don't know, it's all electronic. I've got a big, what is it, iPad. I've got a pan roof. It's actually really nice inside. We've got, don't laugh, we've got vegan leather seats. Now vegan leather seats, that must be plastic, because I've googled it, vegan leather seats, and it's made up of plastic components, man-made plastic components to do a leather seat. Hey ho. But no, I'm not going to do an hour video on this. I'm going to try and do a quick video on now on cleaning the car. I'll go through the process of cleaning it. The inside will be quite easy. The seats, because they're that man-made synthetic vegan leather, they'll just be wiped down. I'll give it a good vac out on the inside, clean the windows, the dashboard. Well, as you can see, there's next to nothing. Oh, look at this. Hearts. Valentine's Day heart. The dashboard's quite an easy wipe over. I've got all the stuff. It's Phil Beckwith. All the gear, no idea. Into cleaning cars, yeah. I'll probably make more money cleaning cars than doing YouTube videos. That could be my new channel. But no, so it'll be a basic clean on the inside, vac it all out, wipe it over, any finger marks, get rid of those. The outside, now if you're into your cleaning cars, I do like cleaning my cars. We are a 3-car household. Don't tell Greta about that, or anybody else who's a eco warrior. 3-car household. Oh, think of the petrol. Oh. But no, outside I'll do a pre-wash. I've got a jet wash outside just there. I'll jet wash it. I'll snow foam it once I've jet washed all the main dirt off. Give it a good detail with a detailing brush around all the nooks and crannies. Rinse it all over. Once it's rinsed over, give it a sponge down with a microfiber mitt. I'll show you what I've got out there, and then what I'll do, I'll go over with fallout remover, and that'll show up any iron filings, you know, the little bits of metal that could come off your brake discs. That could go over the side of your car. You spray fallout remover onto the side of your car or over around your wheels, and give it a few minutes, and you'll see it eating into it and that running off. You rinse all that off, and then I'll start doing a bit of, let's call it detailing. I don't want to say I'm a detailer. I just like cleaning cars. So let's talk about clay barring then. So once that all iron filings has all been rinsed off, I'll get a clay bar. I've got various clay bars. I've got clay mitts. I've got clay bar pads. I'll go over the car with a clay bar. That'll get any fallout of sap, you know, off trees. That gets that all off the car. Once I've felt the car, dried it all down, and I've got microfiber towels to dry the car off. Once I've done that, I'll go over it with, I might hand polish it because it's only doing it up for selling. I'm not looking at getting swirls out the paintwork. I do have a DA, a DAS Pro 6 DA polisher. depending on what the bodywork's like, I might just whiz over that quite quickly. I won't go to town on it too much, just to buff it all up more than anything else, and then just finish it off with going around the black trims of the car with any trim cleaner, do the tyres, clean all those up nicely, and just get it ready for selling more than anything else. And what I'll do, because it won't be an hour, I'll put it on time lapse and speed it all up so you can see the different processes. So yeah, just something a bit different, a bit light-hearted. It might get me 1 million views, I don't know, because it's a Tesla. Hey, brilliant. But yeah, I'm probably not going to see that Porsche anytime soon, unless Porsche GB wants to sponsor me with a Porsche for cleaning. I don't know. But my friends felt sorry for me, and she's let me borrow her Tesla Model 3. And if you don't know about the models, that's a nice family car, 4-door, 3 seats in the back, 2 in the front. Oh, it looks like 3 seats in the back. It isn't the performance pack one. Now, when she bought it, I did say get a performance pack one. She says, why do I want a performance pack Tesla? Well, performance pack Tesla will do 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. Well, this one does it in about 5. So for the extra 10 grand you might be spending on buying a performance Tesla, what's 2 seconds between friends when you're only doing the commute to work and back in the eco electric bus lanes that you can drive in? So probably it's not a good investment unless you're doing drag strip racing against Porsches. I might be buying a Tesla instead then. But no, I mean, what are these Model 3s? I think you've got a battery range of about 250 miles, which isn't bad. Brake horsepower, what are they? If you're doing 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, correct me if I'm wrong, give us some comments. These about a 300 brake horsepower car? I'm not sure. I'm more used to flat 4s, like Porsches. I've got my Subarus, I like them. 0 to 60s in 4 seconds, my car. I like the sound. You don't get that with a Tesla, do you? But you've got the benefits of no road tax, whereas I've got road tax of £600. Don't even start me on that one. Don't even start. So enough of the waffling on about what I'm doing today. I'm sitting in a nice car at the moment. I'm going to go outside. I'll just show you the stuff I've got. Then we'll start washing it on time lapse. So probably within about 15-20 minutes, I'll have done this video for you. So thanks for listening. See you in a bit. Blinking out. 3 minutes later, I managed to get out of the car. There's a button at the side of the electric windows that blends in with everything, and I managed to get out. Pull it up and get out. But no, let's have a look. Beautiful car. It's 2019. It's only got 18,000 miles, so if anybody wants to buy it, give us a message. Right, so I'm just going to show you what I've got. I've got my nil fish jet wash. This is a 160. I won't say it's entry level, it's probably a bit more than an entry level jet wash. It's not quite up at the top, so if we're talking sprayers, it's not an entry level airless sprayer. Probably mid-range to higher end, a bit like the 495 ST Pro Max 2 airless spray I've got from Graco. So that's that. Right, let's talk about products. I've got pH neutral snow foam. That's like shaving foam when it goes over it. I've got, this is the fallout remover. I'm going to put that in a bottle, spray it on. Let's have a look at the other bits and pieces I've got. Right, I've got tyre, what do you call it? Tyre gloss. I'll put that in a plastic bottle. Now you'll see a Demon Shine there. I don't use Demon Shine. I've got Waterless Wash Wax. Now I don't use that for waterless wash waxing. I use it more as a detailing spray, just for quick when you've washed your car and just want to just give it a bit of a shine. I've just put it in one of these sprays that Demon Shine used to be in, because it's actually a nice sprayer. Other things I've got professional Tutti Frutti air freshener for inside. Going on to my more expensive stuff, I've got the TI22 Angel Wax. That's like a coating when you've done all your waxing of your car. What else? Strippies, if I want to be taking the wax off the cars, I can go over it with that. I won't be using that today because I don't think there's much wax on the car. And then I've got just some general basic stuff that you might pick up from Halfords or something like that. Something else that I've got in a bottle that used to have something else, it's traffic film remover. That is brilliant. If you've got a really dirty car, you dilute it down, you put 5-10% in a bottle and then fill it up with water. Get that from Machine Mart. Get that from Machine Mart. A bottle like that, 5 litres, probably about 11 or 12 pounds. Oh, prices on there from Machine Mart. That's brilliant. If you've got a really dirty car with your tyres and your wheels and alloys, you can use that. It's a bit caustic, so you've got to be careful. I have got, and again, another demon shine bottle. This is Bilberry alloy wheel cleaner. That's a product from Angel Wax as well. And then I've just got some other stuff, interior cleaner. That's from B&M of all places. It's really nice, and I think it's about £3. Now, going on to my DA polisher, which is there, I have got some like I'll say abrasive, the cutting compounds, so you can polish your car up. That's a coarser one. That's a bit more of a finer one for finishing off. You can do that first, then finish with that, and then buff your car up. And here's that's a clay cloth for clay barring, and these are my clay little pads. I have got a proper clay bar stuff, but these are quite good just to get it all shiny and smooth on your paintwork. And then I've got the microfibers. So that's it for now. That's all my stuff. Any questions? I've got a vacuum cleaner for inside. Any questions, just ask, and I'm going to put you on a stand now and just do some pre-cleaning down, and you'll see the process. So thanks for listening. Cheerio. Bye bye. Just showing you how dirty the car is. How dumb am I? I was just going to try and show you an exhaust. Dear me. I forgot they don't have exhaust, do they? No sound. Look at this. They just hate it when kids do this. Or big kids. What's great about Tesla, you've got all these little cameras, security. Cameras all over the car, monitoring the car all the time. Really, the car's never turned off, is it? But no, I have to say, it's unusual to see it in black, because you always see people having the white ones. I don't know whether the white ones are cheaper or the black ones are cheaper, or whatever you pay for on a Tesla, but I have to say it's a beautiful car. So that's it. Look, cameras all over. These are for reversing. You've got mirrors. When I did get in it and start it, once you put it into reverse, all the mirrors seem to angle themselves so you can check where curbs are and stuff like that. So it's good, isn't it? We like it. Right, let's get back onto it. So there we have it. We've done a pre-wash, we've done a snow foam, we've done a hand wash once all the muck was off it with a bit of wash wax, rinsed it all off. I've done some fallout remover, I've cleaned the wheels up with the traffic film remover and that Bilberry alloy wheel cleaner. I don't even think they're alloys, I think they're more like plastic, but anyway, I've cleaned those up. The fallout remover I left behind, no, how many minutes, not very long, and then rinsed it all off. The condition of the paintwork's actually not too bad. It's quite glossy. Now I've cleaned it all up and got all the muck off it, it's actually not too bad. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go over it with, it's still wet, I'm still going to go over it with a clay bar, one of my clay bar pads, just to get the paintwork and the glass nice, and then I'll rinse it all off, dry it all off, and then I'll start doing a bit of detail around the edges. So if you bear with me for a few minutes, you'll see that, and then we'll talk about doing the bits of detailing and probably get inside. So see you in a few. Right, what I'm using is the lube for the clay bar, because you always need a lube. I'm going to use that Waterless Wash Wax, because that's actually a nice product. And you're going to say, why do you use this instead of detailing spray? Detailing spray is dead expensive. You pay about £12 for a litre, whereas if you get Waterless Wash Wax, which is very much like a detailing spray, somebody tell me if I've got it right around my neck, but to me it seems to do the same thing. You can get like 10 litres of Waterless Wash Wax for about 20 quid. Well, a litre, there's 5 litres in a bottle, so there's 5 lots of that. Let me get on with it. You can see what I've done. I've gone over it with the clay bar block. You can feel tar bits and pieces that are just on those door panels there. That's virtually got rid of all of that across there. Typically it's starting to rain, it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a bit of snow foam over it just to pre-wash any of the sediment that's left over from going over with the clay bar now. So you'll see me do that. Now I've done that, I'm just going to rinse it off, and then that's ready for drying off, and then we can probably do a bit of polishing a bit later on. Right, while that dries off naturally, all the nooks and crannies, I'm going to go on the inside and start backing out the inside and start cleaning that. Once I've done that, I'll drop onto the outside and start polishing it all up. Now, paintwork wise, this doesn't need a DA polisher over it. It just wants a nice wax coating, and that's what I'll do. So for now, I'll just show you the inside and I'll start vacuuming. You can see what's inside. It's not too bad actually. So that's what I'll do. I'll just vac it out and just wipe over all the seats. That's the inside all vacked out now, looking a lot fresher. Not too dirty, it was kids' football boot feet prints on the back carpets, but got those off. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to wipe over the dashboard, around the trim with some of my cleaner, and then I'll show you what it's like on the inside, so don't want to bore you with that. So that's what I'm going to do now. See you in a bit. That's the inside. Just quickly gone over, tidied it all up. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to start polishing the outside. Now, I don't know what to use. I don't want to use expensive polishes or just something plain and simple. I think what I might do is use this that I've got, ultra finishing polish. It's nice, just put it on, do a panel at a time and buff it off. So I'm going to go and get me polishing cloths, an applicator, and I'll start on the outside. While I'm doing it, I'll also do the door inner edges as well. So if I time lapse this and speed it all up, you know that I'm going around all of it. So see you in a bit. I won't say we're nearly done 4 hours in, but it's looking a lot better. Now, as I said earlier, I'm not doing a full detail, I'm not doing paint correction, I'm just tidying it up for selling. So I've now cleaned it. I went over with that liquid wax, which has brought out the colour quite nicely. What I'm going to do, once I've finished my bit that I'm going to do now, I'll go over it with a spray wax as well, just to give it all the winds coming. But what I've noticed as I've gone round and started buffing and polishing the car up by hand, there's a few quite deep scratches, and I'll probably say that's probably when it's been cleaned over the last 3 years. Just somebody's not probably been too careful with it, but also it's black. So I've just got some of that polishing compound, and I'm just going to go around the areas that look, I'm not saying really bad, but I'm just going to try and polish them out. So I'm going to go now. I won't film it, but I'm just going to have a go at trying to get the scratches out. So apply that just by hand and then just buff it off and see how we go. So see you in a bit. Brilliant stuff this is. Menzerna, do you pronounce it Menzerna? Menzina? I've actually, for how quick I could go over the car, I've actually wiped this. I won't say buffed it, I'd say just wiped it all over the car, because it is a bit of a polishing compound. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to buff it off. So when you see it next time, look, really shiny. So see you in a minute. Well, there we have it. In typical UK, England, British weather style, I've just finished the car, literally. It's all done and the heavens have opened. The only good thing is, after I saw you last and I went over with the cutting compound, you know, the polish, then I went over with the sheepskin DA polisher just to help me polish it, and then I went over it with a soft, I've got a soft polishing cloth. I polished it up beautiful. Well, I'm going to see it beading up now, aren't I? Hey ho, but I can assure you, when it was dry, it did look really shiny. Now, I told you earlier, I've not gone to DA polish this to get paint correction. I've tried to get a few scratches out that I could just see as little scrape marks. That wasn't the idea, it was just to polish it to get it nice. And hopefully, I would say it is nice. I've gone around all the wheels, cleaned those all up, wiped those over, put the wheel shine, well, it's not so much as shine, it's more of a satiny finish over the wheels, which I quite prefer. I vacked out the boot, vacked out the front boot because there's no engine, because I like cleaning engine bays and there's no engine bay here. So I've cleaned the front out, and the inside, you saw me earlier, I went over with that cleaner. That is a matte finish over the dashboard. I don't like to see shiny dashboards, and that from B&M, it's actually lovely, it's really nice. So I cleaned all the inside up, wiped over the glass, and what I've done, just last thing, because of that vegan leather, I've just got some warm water, just a touch of washing up liquid in it, and I've wiped all the seats over. They weren't dirty anyway, but I've wiped them all over. So the inside it's beautiful, it's really nice. I've gone with my Tutti Frutti air freshener. That smells just like a packet of sweets, kid in a sweet shop. So there it is, we're all done. And when the rain stops, I'll just take you inside so you can have a look. So might be 5 minutes, might be 10. I'll see you in a bit. It's like a joke, it's like typical English weather. After I went over with that DA polisher, I used paint sealant, and it's that Angel Wax TI22. I just sprayed it on. It's like a finishing detailing spray, but it seals your paint surface, and it's brilliant. Gave it a lovely finish, and any little residue that you might have had from polishing it with the DA polisher and buffing it off by hand, it got rid of all that. And hopefully it's put a good sealant across all the bodywork of the car. I mean, that's beading up lovely. I won't say it's a ceramic coat, I don't think it's ceramic coating, but it's more of just a paint sealer. So as I say, when I can get inside, I'll show you what it's like. Rain, go away. Right, there we have it. We've had a day cleaning a car. It's not my Porsche I wanted, it's a Tesla. So you've seen it, I've done speed video in AMTA, so we're not into an hour like my usual videos, but I'm finishing where I started, and that was sitting inside this beautiful car. The outside was done. You've seen multiple layer processes of cleaning it, hosing it all down with the jet wash, getting all the grime off, snow foaming, rinsing it down. What was the other one we did? We did fallout remover, then we've rinsed that off, snow foamed it again, hand washed it, cleaned it all down, put a coat of wax on it. Then we've had the rain, typical, it rained, and then I've had to dry it off again. And then because I could see some swirly scratches in it, which I didn't want to get my DA polisher out, what I ended up doing is just going over it with a cloth, soft microfiber cloth, and the cutting compound polish that I've got that I'd use with the DA polisher. I went over that by hand, and then I buffed that off with the DA polisher that had got a sheepskin pad on it. Then, because you get a little bit of dust from that, I'd got a nice soft honeycomb weave soft polishing cloth just to finish it all off. Once I'd done all that, just finished off with that Angel Wax TI22 sealant, paint sealant, which was lovely. Ironically, we finished off the outside and it slung it down. Typical, but at least it's beaded up nicely. And if you can see this pan roof, I've got lovely beading on that. Thankfully, in between stuff drying on the outside, I managed to clean the inside, and as you know, I did a good job on that. These plasticky leather seats, just a little dab of washing up liquid in some warm water and just wiped them all down, and that's gone well, really, because they're really clean. The dashboard, you see the dashboard, I use my dashboard cleaner, interior car cleaner from B&M. No expense spared when you're using polishing and cleaning products the Phil Beckwith way. But there we are, lovely car. Would I want one? Not sure, because I like the sound of the exhaust when you've got a muscle car. I know this is fast, but hey ho. But technology on this is brilliant. Reversing these cameras, I've got all a big, well, call it an iPad, don't they? I've got a big iPad in the middle, dashboard. That is it. That's your speedo. That's everything. I mean, look at that. It's huge, that screen there. I don't want to touch it, I don't want to put finger marks on it, but there we go. Thankfully, I've managed to sit in one of these, because I don't think I'll be buying one myself. I don't think I'll be buying a Porsche, but my friend, who's a really good friend, has let me clean her car and gave me the opportunity to sit in a Tesla. It's the closest thing I'm going to get to being in a performance car like this, I suppose. But have we done 10 minutes yet? Can we get a couple of adverts in a 10-minute video? Not sure, but there we go. Tesla Model 3. It's not the performance pack, it's the, I don't want to call it entry level, because it's far from an entry level car, but though it's a lovely car and it's all cleaned up. I'll say this is probably the dirtiest Tesla I've ever been in. It's the only Tesla I've ever been in. That by the by. Thanks for listening. See you on the next one. Probably decorating related next time. Comments, press the bell. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.